In this video, we will explore where to find good economic data, vetted by people who are tasked with the responsibility to maintain up-to-date and accurate economic data. The Federal Clearinghouse of Economic Data comes through FRED, the Federal Reserve Economic Data Interface. FRED went through some system updates during summer 2016 to change how users generate responses from it, while streamlining how those data are acquired. We begin by looking at how to acquire and use these data. At no cost to the user, data are interpreted in various formats to aid analyses. Direct your web browser to the address shown here for the Federal Reserve Office in St. Louis. Look for this input interface. It is where you type your desired dataset name and search for the exact match of what you're looking for. Welcome to the FRED site. Take a look at the address to the web location and in your browser type it in and go to FRED. Within FRED you see several links of information that we can click and jump to. But most important is look for this input envelope to search FRED data. Here I'm going to type in gross domestic product. When I hit this, it's going to search all of its databases for information about the GDP, and I want to find a very specific type of GDP measurement, not chained dollars, not seasonally adjusted quarterly dollars, but instead I want annual dollars, not seasonally adjusted in billions of dollars. Real gross domestic product. Next one down, gross domestic product, billions of dollars, annual, not seasonally adjusted. This is the one that matches the criteria I'm going to investigate. When I open it up, it gives me a full readout of what the data look like, what they've been through time. Across the bottom, I can grab the scroll bars and start sliding it to the left and right and see how it adjusts to take a change in those data. With these data displayed and the years selected, I want to now edit my graph. It's going to open a sideline panel, and in this case I can make changes to how this graph is displayed. I can change the weight of the line, the color of the line, dashing or solid line, anything I want on this applet. But what I want to get to now is add line. A click on that gives me an envelope just like we looked at before. I want to type here though potential GDP. When I do that, it gives me the same type of a display of information that matches those key words. In this case, I want to make sure that the data on the right-hand envelope matches what is displayed on my units right now. Billions of dollars, not seasonally adjusted, annual data. As I come through this list, I get nominal, potential GDP, quarterly, billions of dollars, not seasonally adjusted. We've got a match. I'll click on the Add Data Series box, adds those data to my graph. With these data showing on the same graph, we can begin to explore them in a little more detail. Across the bottom of the screen, I can grab this in the center of my selected year dates and slide it to the left or to the right to see the differences between potential and actual GDP. Take a look through time and we see that actual has normally been below potential, except for around 1966 when they were coincident. A few years back in time, in the 50s, we had a time when actual was a little bit higher, only very marginally so, than potential. We can go back and select our dates right up here, set our beginning time and our ending time. I want to go to 1980, my ending time. I'm going to take that forward a little bit further because I have potential GDP here, and I want to take it to 2025. Now we see those two lines on the same graph. Our next step is to look at how we can export these data and use them in different formats for our needs. Within the Fred site now, I have the graph on the screen, but I want to be able to download it to my local machine. Download is the place we can explore some options. We'll start by looking into Excel. Excel gives us a location to save our local data file. We select it, hit download, and immediately the file is downloaded to our local machine. I can open that in Excel. It opens on my screen, and these are the actual data used to make those graphic images. Since the left-hand side is annual data, it's fewer than the right-hand columns, which is quarterly data. Upper left-hand corner gives us metadata on that information. Minimize Excel, and to go back to download and hit PowerPoint Graph. It does the same thing to prompt me for a location to save it locally. I click it, and when it downloads, a click on that file opens it in PowerPoint. This is the graph I saw on the screen, but it's already preloaded into PowerPoint. I can slide this up and it gives me metadata about the file, telling me where the data came from. Keep this data handy. You're going to use that on your term paper reports. Finally, download to image. Since I'm on a Windows machine, it prompts me to save it as a PNG. As that file comes down, that is the file I want to import into my Microsoft Word file. Notice on Fred graphs that vertical shaded lines show through time as periods when the USA economy was in recessions. In macroeconomics classes, we investigate the GDP in detail, considering the causes and measurements of these events. In microeconomics, we investigate how these periods affect business decisions, expansion and contraction of economic activities. In international economics, we explore how cross-currency events shift trading relationships based on exchange rates and differing expansion or contraction events in our nearest trading partner countries. Fred can show all of these factors domestically and in trading partner countries. I show you only some of the features available for you to manage your Fred charts. You can change line weight, color, and style. You can change graph dimensions or turn off recession bars. Spend a little time here to see what you can make your graphs into for this class and beyond. Now, a few words of caution. Several students have tried to speed their way through these assignments by making a snipping tool copy of the graph displayed on the screen in Fred. I have news for you. These are sloppy copies. In about 1 minute, you can make the high-quality graph by following the steps to pull the image to your local machine. How do I know this was a snipping tool knockoff? A couple easy things come out. First, the manual scroll bar only appears on the screen while making the image. It is not on the final exported image. Second, the symbol key is left justified while the actual image has it centered. There are more differences, like image resolution quality and color saturation. This is a good time to make it a habit of making your good graph. Your assignment is to investigate GDP and potential GDP as shown in this video, as well as 4 more graphs from Fred. I want you to find the datasets listed here. Make graphs of each, download it to your local machine, and import them into your word processor. Include a citation of the figures. Those data are on the site, and I want you to find it and include it in your report. Put these all into one document with your name, date, page number, citation for each graph, your class number. Save this report and post it on the Fred assignment portal. I urge you to become comfortable with the Fred data site, as it is a clearinghouse of economic data for the USA and most of our trading partners globally. You can go there to find data in tabular and graphic formats, quickly and accurately.